And now to the search for a missing Canadian tourist who was last seen at a hotel in downtown L.A.
Lam checked into this upscale youth hostel, part of the Cecil Hotel on Main Street.
The last people to see her were the staff at the hotel.
Some deaths are expected, like an elderly grandparent in the hospital. Others are sudden, a loved one lost in an accident. And then there are the deaths that you just can't figure out. The ones that roam in the back of your mind like a puzzle, missing its pieces.
At first, I thought she was running away from someone.
This is the mystery of Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian tourist who spent her 2013 visit to Los Angeles at a peculiar building known as the Cecil Hotel. It was the last place anyone saw her alive.
The one theory that has held up pretty well is that Elisa Lam was murdered.
Breaking news here at the bottom of the hour. Police say a body has been found on top of a hotel in downtown Los Angeles.
For reasons still unknown, somehow Elisa Lam's body ended up in a water storage tank on the roof of the Cecil. And that's where it stayed for weeks.
How in the world had she been put in, or had she got in it?
Shockingly, hotel guests had been washing themselves and drinking the very water that Elisa's body was decomposing in. Understandably, they were horrified.
Wouldn't you be if there was a dead body in the water you were using and drinking?
Elisa's death was ruled an accidental drowning. But was there more to it than that?
Her vanishing and them finding her up there is like, that's the crazy part, and not knowing like what was really going on, who she was talking to at that moment.
Without question, the Elisa Lam incident is one of the most high-profile deaths to occur here at the Cecil Hotel. But what if I told you that Elisa wasn't the only person to die here? As a matter of fact, public records show that dozens of people spent their final nights right here at the Cecil.
We consistently had people pass away. I believe in the 10 years that I worked there was about 80 deaths.
Amy Price was the manager of the Cecil during the time Elisa Lam stayed there in 2013.
I mean, there were so many shady residents there. You know, bad things just kept happening.
Even from its early days, when it first opened its doors all the way back in 1927, the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles was a bit of an odd character.
This was a place where serial killers let their hair down, like Richard Ramirez, who would come back covered in blood, and no one's got a problem with that.
It raised a lot of alarms for me.
John Sabani is an amateur sleuth who felt a calling to investigate the circumstances surrounding Elisa's death and the strange past of the Cecil. Sabani assisted in the making of a brand new documentary on Netflix called Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel.
To see that her case was closed so soon, it just had a lot of unanswered questions.
Was Elisa murdered? Was there foul play involved? Was this the result of some sort of mental health episode she suffered? These are questions this story can't answer. But as Elisa's case is brought back in front of you, the public, perhaps there can be greater closure for anyone who ever wondered what really happened to Elisa Lam. Steve Couge, KTLA 5 News.